Hello, everyone. Pastor Willingham here. Again, I'm inviting you to press subscribe here to this channel. I wanted to make another note to self, some positive self talk, some things that we can work out within ourselves. Another one of them is, we have to avoid mental laziness. Mental laziness, because before we can do anything physically, before we can carry out something physically, we have to be able to think through it mentally, and this is often sometimes the place where we get overwhelmed in that there's a type of mental laziness that we have sometimes that we don't even want to think through a thing before we actually do it. And if we can't see all the steps of a thing in our head, or if we're unwilling to think through the steps of something mentally first, if we can't envision it first in our heads, then how will we be able to carry it out in the physical? And so we have to start challenging ourselves that, again, when we have something that we want to do, and we have to stop allowing ourselves to get overwhelmed mentally, and so that we can be able to see the steps in our head of what it is that we're trying to do. And so, and when we can see it in our minds, when we can envision each step of what it is that we have to do, then we can plan. Then we can plan. We can plan when we can see the steps, and we do the mental work first, because sometimes we're not, again, able to carry out a vision or carry out a plan because we're unwilling to do the work mentally first. Again, we're unable to think through what it is that we want to do first, and so we have to be able to do this to be successful at what we're trying to do. You have to be able to think through the steps, and if you find yourself being discouraged from thinking through something before you do it, it's probably, again, a type of mental laziness that we can have, and that sometimes the mind will work against you sometimes and discourage you, um, because if you get frustrated and you're thinking about something, then probably you're going to not do it. Probably you're going to put it down, or probably you're going to say to yourself, it's too hard, or it's too difficult. I don't want to think about it, and sometimes this is where we are getting discouraged in the mental processes of things before we can actually um, think them through. And so that's a note to self today. Again, try to avoid where you see yourself getting mentally lazy, mentally frustrated, and challenge yourself before you do take an action or put a plan in place. Challenge yourself to think through the steps of it first. And when you can work it out in your mind first, you can be successful at carrying it out in the physical. And so, again, notes to self. Have a great day. Press subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye bye.